Okay, just going to do a quick video of how to modify your Bonafide P127 on a budget. So first off, I'm a larger person, so I started with 3D printing some 2-inch risers for the seat. I made it in the back where there's an indent for the seat. That way the seat doesn't slide around as much. I may make a top bracket that secures it downward, but that's yet to be seen. Seat's very comfortable. I have this office chair. It fits perfectly. It's memory foam. Seems to work out good so far. Obviously the pedal drive. I keep my fish grips. They're just cheap ones. In here we have some pike in the area and muskie, so I don't want to be caught without it. Moving up front, I keep 4 rods underneath my paddles in a 12 amp hour Enjoy Bot battery for my Garmin 73 SV. Everything's mounted underneath, nice and clean. I made this bracket out of 1/2-inch HDPE cutting board from Sam's Club. Cost like $8 for it. I found this 40 pound Endura trolling motor on Marketplace for like $80. So I picked that up. It seems to work great. Cut the bracket here to mount it. Used only the factory holes, including this hole here. Just had to buy some longer screws, but I have not drilled anything into this kayak except for a couple of pad eyes, which I'll show you in a second. So I have a tilt wire and a lead wire to be able to tilt this from the seat. When I get back around, I'll show that again. Ran all the wires on clips into the factory screw locations. Garmin 73 SV on another part of that HDPE, some cheap Amazon T-bolts, so it slides back and forth. I can remove this cup and bring it all the way back right next to me, or move it all the way forward on top of any adjustments with my ball mount. 3D printed this housing for the 40 pound trolling motor, so I remoted the wires to this. Built this, siliconed it, sealed it, and so I can get all 5 of my forward, my 3 reverse, right from my seat. Obviously the rudder, cheap reel and line. I think that was like $8. 10 pound or 5 pound free weight from Walmart was $10. Built this battery box, stuff from Amazon. The box was like $12, and then the wiring and the toggles and whatnot were around $16. So $26 for the battery box. It's got a voltmeter, USBs. The voltmeter does pretty good about keeping me when I get below about 12-ish volts. I know I'm getting really low. Eventually I'll probably upgrade to a Bluetooth monitor. I have LED strip around the whole kayak. I don't do a lot of evening fishing, but just in case. So I have some interior lighting. Those were just cheap waterproof LEDs from Amazon. Cost like $12. This is a Plano 56 quart Sportsman. Has nice locking handles on it, so the lid won't come off when they're locked. I use the original wires to hold it down. Inside, none of this is budget, but I have a Plano kayak bag and parts of it. More than enough gear. I take way more than I really need out any time. More part of that HDPE cutting board. With a Yak Attack bracket for my flag on the rear. So far so good on that. Obviously the Boondock or Bonafide Sidekick system. I really like that. It's very stable. It makes this kayak feel a lot lighter than it is. I plugged for my trolling motor. And that's about it.